will begin shortly.
Rennie's a Maine adventure.
Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, starts right now.
Hey folks, good Thursday evening to you. We're getting ready for the weekend, of course. We have a cold air mass in place, a few things happening. A massive ocean storm is going to stay mostly off to our east late Sunday into Sunday night. Then as we go to next week, I think we'll hit 30 degrees or 32 degrees, our freezing mark for the first time since last Thursday. So it's been a little while here. But the main item of concern tonight is the cold. We have a cold weather advisory in effect tonight. Hey, before we get into the forecast, I want to showcase what's happening. What a week difference a week makes out on Sebago Lake. Look at this. This is the image from Sentinel satellite from last Wednesday versus yesterday. So the main bay of Sebago Lake has frozen up 2 years in a row. We've done it now. So it doesn't always freeze up every winter, but last winter it did in February. This year it was a little bit earlier. Officially froze up, I think, yesterday, the 28th for the season. So we'll have to see. We'll get some snow on top of it soon, and the whole thing should look white. So again, this is last Wednesday versus today. Last Wednesday versus yesterday. All right, let's take a look at our cold weather advisory issued by the Weather Service. If you're used to looking at the old wind chill advisories, this is what the Weather Service calls those now. We have cold weather advisories for wind chills as low as 25 to 30 degrees below zero back through the mountains, and we have wind chills as low as 20 to 25 degrees below zero at the coastline. And that's for York County, Cumberland County, and southern parts of New Hampshire as well. The wind chill advisories or cold weather advisories go into effect at midnight and extend all the way until 10 a.m. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a mostly sunny day. There's not a whole lot going on tonight. We have a little bit of a breeze out there that's going to keep those wind chills below zero, actually into the day tomorrow. Any morning clouds move out. Look for developing sun. Mostly sunny skies should make an appearance. Temps tomorrow should make it back into the teens. Look for some areas in the mountains to stay in the single numbers. So if you're skiing or snowboarding on your Friday, in the mountains, just bundle up. It's one of those days. Actually, bundle up no matter what you're doing. But it's manageable. It's winter in Maine. We can handle this. Wind chills tomorrow should be a little bit below zero for most of the day. All right, let's fast forward now into Saturday. Saturday's the brightest part of the weekend. Our weather pattern will stay quiet and cold. Many of you will start around 10 below Saturday morning over the interior. We won't be quite as cold at the coastline. And look for a mostly sunny sky. It looks to be a good-looking Saturday. And Sunday, no real changes. I expect probably just a lot of clouds. That big ocean storm off to our east is probably going to stay mostly, if not all, off to our east. This is about 1:30 in the afternoon. Notice those temps running in the low 20s. So we're getting out of the teens again on your Sunday. But that little storm system, big storm system, I should say, that is lingering just off to the south right here. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that because any shift in track could result in major changes here. But no real changes are in the forecast from earlier in the week. I think we're pretty much on the edge, if not completely out to sea here. So late Sunday, this is what we're expecting. Not a significant storm in Maine. There's a lot of misinformation out there. Have you noticed that? A lot of folks, I went on social media yesterday for in the evening, and that was a mistake. Wow. You'd think there are blizzard. So there are people saying there are blizzard watches in effect. First of all, there's no such thing as a blizzard watch anymore. The National Weather Service discontinued those in 2017. But no, it's serious though, because, you know, some areas could get blizzard conditions, and that's primarily our neighbors to our south down on Cape Cod and the islands. The combination of snow and wind could produce some problems there. And if this shifts track, one thing to watch will be any shift in track. 50 miles to the west, major difference in the forecast. We would introduce snow and some strong winds. So look at the size of that storm, though. It's over 1,000 miles wide as far as the precipitation shield. So we're not expecting any major effects from the storm here. It's going to get a little gusty for Sunday night. Nothing we can't handle. Ground's frozen. I'm not too concerned about widespread outages, but something to monitor. Down East Maine could get some accumulation, and I'm even going to rule out a little bit of accumulation at the coastline in southern Maine, but I don't think it's going to be a huge deal even there. So our best chance for getting some snowfall will be at the coast and over extreme southern Maine, but even, eastern Maine, I should say. But even then, it's not a big major event for us, unless the storm decides to shift west, which I don't anticipate it to do, but we'll see. Hey, the 2015 blizzard in late January, 2 days out. It was 2 days out that we realized we were getting a blizzard with that one. So yeah, everything's on track for this one to pretty much go wide right on us here. Our friends down to our south, though, Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, I fully expect blizzard conditions down there. So there may actually be a blizzard warning down there. We'll see that for that. The other thing to keep an eye on will be the high tides. The high tide in Portland is the ones of concern will be Sunday night around 11 o'clock, Monday morning around 11 o'clock, and Monday closer to midnight. Probably that Monday morning one is the most significant. That's the highest tide of the month. So tides are running astronomically high. Wouldn't you know it? A storm's out in the ocean. We have a full moon cycle, and that tide is running around 11 feet. Flood stage in Portland's 12 feet. So with a big ocean storm, a couple hundred miles to our east, you're almost guaranteed to get at least some minor flooding here. So we're going to keep an eye on that for those high tides. We'll get you some more specific numbers as we get a little bit closer. But those are the actual tides, even without a storm, as far as the numbers go. Factor in that storm out in the ocean. I would imagine that Monday high tide will be up over 12 feet. So flood stage in Portland is 12 feet. That forecast tide Sunday, I'm pretty sure that's the only one that the hydrology page has posted a forecast tide. I'm pretty sure that's up over 11 feet. So at the very least, some minor coastal flooding is possible with that splash over and potentially some beach erosion. There'll be some pretty big waves as well. So that's something we'll be monitoring as far as the next 7 days go. Look for some sun the next couple of days, teens tomorrow, low 20s on Saturday, 20s on Sunday. And again, there is the chance for a little bit of snow at the coastline. I don't think it's a huge deal. The wind looks a little gusty. We'll get some gusts 30 to maybe 40 miles per hour. And that'll be mostly Sunday night. And Monday we'll clear it out. Tuesday, Wednesday look pretty good. I think we'll hit freezing for the first time in a while. So we'll see some improvement there as well. Last time we hit freezing was last Thursday. So it's been a little while here. Let's see, folks checking in. We've got Connie here. It's been freezing. Yes, it sure has. It has been freezing, especially in the mornings, right? Fresh snowpack aids in that. Bring on spring. Better yet, I know. Hey, it's February next week. We're getting there. You're very welcome, Bill. Thanks for checking in. And thanks for checking us out on our Rennie's forecast here. All right, so that's pretty much where we stand here. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening out there. Again, social media. Be careful. Be careful. I'm always a little suspect of social media when people are just looking for clicks and looking for attention. I kind of get the feeling that's what's happening with this one because it looks like the storm's going out. It's not a huge deal for us. But as far as the extended forecast, the pattern looks favorable for more storms. We're probably looking at the potential for a storm either late next week or into the weekend that would put us around the 6th or 7th. So there'll be plenty of cold air around, and another nor'easter will try to form around then. So I think we'll get probably something in that window there. But heading into early February, if in a perfect world, we don't have to worry about any storms around the time of the Super Bowl. So that was something else. It was snowing out in Denver last week. But yeah, I would imagine in California, the weather's going to be very nice out there for the Super Bowl next week. So go Patriots on that. All right. I think we'll leave it at that tonight. Hope everybody has a nice night. Have a good weekend. Stays warm. Enjoy at least a little bit of sun while we have it. All right, folks. Take care.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's. Thank you for watching.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels.